西藏的活佛是有转世的神秘传统，但是14世的达赖喇嘛却在之前有提到他不愿意转世了，也就是说不会有第15世的达赖喇嘛。这个问题对于中国大陆来讲，他非常在意。大陆是无神论，可是大陆却坚持达赖必须要转世。两方的争执大概是跟20年前班禅喇嘛转世当时有关系。当时的转世结果产生了2个灵童，一个是达赖喇嘛所指定的，另外一个是中国大陆所指定的。这样的问题要怎么解决呢？他又怎么样看他自己转世的问题？
I want to ask about reincarnation. There's a lot of talk about your comment and saying that you want to stop this Dalai Lama institution up to yourself. Are you still believing that, or are you still insist on saying?
Now, firstly, Dalai Lama institution, whether relevant or not, you see, as early as '69, I formally, officially expressed the very institution of Dalai Lama should continue or not up to Tibetan people. If people feel relevant, then it will remain. It may remain. If people feel not much relevant, then we'll cease. I have no concern. Then, 2001, I already semi-retired position.
Right, from political leadership.
Yes, we already elected political leadership. Then, since 2011, I completely retired. Now, not only myself retired, but also it's a 4th century old tradition. Dalai Lama institution, since 5th Dalai Lama, automatically become head of Tibetan, sort of both temporal and spirituality. Now that formally cease, voluntarily, happily, proudly. So now, here, I think Tibetan now knows the Dalai Lama institution no longer politically something important. But some of the Chinese hardliners, I think, still think the Dalai Lama institution is something very important.
Right.
So I often is mentioning the person, suppose previous life of next reincarnation, not much concern about next reincarnation or whether Dalai Lama institution should continue or not. I have not much interest, not much concern. But the communists who have no sort of belief about rebirth, they have more serious concern about that.
Right.
That's a political decision. And I think a lack of knowledge, like that. Out of their ignorance, like that. So it is quite strange. If they really concern the importance of 15th Dalai Lama, then I think they should treat 14th Dalai Lama more reasonable.
But let me ask you.
So according, you see, some of their officials view, I am demon. So they should not concern about demons reincarnation.
But let me ask you, 20 years ago, about there's an argument about Banchan Lama's reincarnation. Is that experience make you make the decision right now that they may choose another one which is not legitimate?
There's no problem. And I think in many cases of reincarnated Lama, sometimes you see 2, 3, 4 candidates, and then one of them officially take the seat or recognized, and then remaining 2, 3, 4 remaining as a candidate. So my own case, if 13 Dalai Lamas, reincarnation, see myself, then another boy, and another 2 boys. Then, fortunately or unfortunately, when the search party reached there, the 3rd person, boy, already passed away. So anyway, fortunate. So I have more chance. Anyway, unfortunate. Maybe there's one true reincarnation. So then 2 candidates. So then performance about the choosing articles, and also then the warlord Ma Bufang.
Ma Bufang.
He met both. Then he, you see, when my mother, you see, carried me and meeting him, you see, he immediately said, "Oh, this is the true reincarnation of the Lama." Reason, the other one meet the warlord very much ferocity because of the fear. And then one sweet, see, one plate of sweet, then that child go like that. So, my case, my mother told me, is no sign of fear. And then when sweet, you see, show, I took just one to my mother and another one my side. So then the Kasa Mabuban is a warlord, Muslim warlord. He expressed, "Oh, this is true reincarnation." Well, my mother told me. So I chose as a Dalai Lama, the warlord.
But let me ask.
Then, of course, the Tibetan regent, after the 13th Dalai Lama passed away, there was tradition. You see, besides some other sort of investigation, different way of investigation. So they visit one famous lake. Sometimes I express that lake is ancient television. You can see letters or the house or the building or valley.
On the reflection of the lake.
Yes. So the regent went there and with some pujas, some sort of prayers. Then when he looked at sea, that lake, you see 3 letters, Akama. Then some houses, not houses in Lhasa area or central Tibet area, something very border area, very lowland. And then one house, there I think one state oracle stand on that house. So then the regent, they discuss, 3 letters, A. They interpret, A is Amdo. Ka means Kumbum. Ma, there's different version, different sort of explanation, interpretation. And then I felt my name, Lam Tundu. So some special significance is Mo, Ma. Because I'm son, but Mo usually give name for female, like that. So then the shape of the valley, shape of the house, and they decided now for Kumbum area. Then search party went there. Then search party reached there. You see, my mother told me that very day, I got up early morning, very much excited. Now today, some guest will come. Then actual guest or search party will come. I recognize these people.
You recognize?
Yes. And I mentioned their name. That my mother told me. And also, you see, the search party involved at that time, they also, you see, mentioned like that. So I performed quite successfully.
You are the genuine one. Let me ask you a serious question. If in the future there's 2 Dalai Lama of the 15 Dalai Lama, the consequences would be that there may never be a reconciliation between the Tibetan exile government here and with the Chinese government. Did you ever consider that?
Actually, we never use the word of exile government.
Okay, all right.
You see, we simply use, on one occasion in Delhi, some Indian media people, you see, described exile government. Then immediately I mentioned, no, we never sort of consider exile government. In any way, there are over 100,000 Tibetans here. So we should have some organization who look after them, education, economy, and all different preservation of our culture, these things. So we have the central organization. That's all. So Chinese government is described. Liwan exile government. They described exile government. We never sort of mentioned the exile government. So then, you see, no problem. Like True Panchen Lama, in previous Panchen Lama, the 10th Panchen Lama, in his case also, you see, another two candidates. The other one, I think, passed away. The one candidate of the 10th Panchen Lama, you see, remained as the candidate of Panchen Lama, and he joined Debu Monastery and carried study. And then 59, he escaped to India. He's still alive. He become good scholar, good Lama. Usually, you see people. Was a well-known one of candidate of Panchen Lama. So like that. So 11 Panchen Lama's case also. There's one my choose, Kinji Yima. Now nobody knows where, but some people say he's still alive and carries some study. It's very good. Then official Panchen Lama, Kasaki, Genzen Nobu. So official Panchen Lama. So all right, do Panchen Lama. In future, in case Dalai Lama institution still continuously remain, and then since you see the situation is such like the present sort of condition, then I think one Chinese official Dalai Lama, they may choose if they want. Then Tibetan will not accept from heart. But from lip service, they have to sort of accept that. So then exile with freedom is up to them. I have not much concern. The real sort of, I say, the important thing for preservation of Tibetan knowledge, even Buddhist knowledge, and our culture, is now the younger generation, or some lamas, or some scholars, very good sort of, I say, very good quality, already there, age between 20, 30. So these people will carry. I always is telling, Buddha Shakyamuni, there is no reincarnation of Buddha Shakyamuni, no institution of Buddha. But his teaching, over now 2000 years, still kept alive. Longsu Pusa, no reincarnation of Longsu Pusa, his teaching still alive. So that's not important. But some people, so without knowing this reality, then Dalai Lama institution is so important. If Dalai Lama no longer there, then the Tibetan Buddhist tradition, you see, will get some great damage. It's wrong, absolutely wrong. Sometimes since many years, I jokingly you see expressing how serious. I think over 600 years sort of history of Dalai Lama and reincarnation, now 14th reincarnation. So when the time because of the almost 5-6 centuries old tradition cease with popular Dalai Lama, it's very good. If 15th Dalai Lama become disgrace, and that's awful, very sad. So I prefer. Now I'm over 80 years old. Now there's no danger I become naughty Dalai Lama. So then, so the institution cease at such a time, or then many people future say, "Oh, wonderful Dalai Lama, wonderful Dalai Lama," and then very good. If 50 Dalai Lama come, become very naughty, then even 14 Dalai Lama sort of name also you see become a little bit Kasuda.
It's really possible to 50
yes.
Dalai Lama become a woman.
Yes.
Can you try it? Can you make an effort?
Yes, this is, I think 15 years ago, one occasion in Paris. One sort of meeting, one women's magazine. You see, one lady, she asked me, any possibility, female Dalai Lama? Then I told her, yes. If the circumstances is such, female Dalai Lama is more useful, more helpful, then why not? In Tibetan sort of tradition, some very high Lama, reincarnated Lama, women, like Samdhi Dorje Parma, I think almost, 7 centuries, very old. So all the reincarnation of Samdhi Dorje Parma, female. So here I have some reasons. In ancient time, there is no concept of leadership. Then, at that time, and then gradually population increased. And farming system also increased or start. Then, you see the concept of my house, my land, that now grow. Then steel or bully start. So then concept of leadership comes. So at that time, no education, no rule of education, because no education. So in order to become leadership, physical strength is the only condition. So usually like other animal, male, more physical, stronger. So like animal, leadership usually is a male lead the group. So then eventually education starts. Education brings more equality, more equal. So recent centuries, some leaders like Mrs. Thatcher,
Merkel, Clinton,
Indira
German.
Gandhi in this country, and Golda Meir, Israel. You see, female leader, very powerful, very able, so female leadership come. Time come, existing education system, not adequate. You see, existing education system is mainly oriented about material value. So many of these troublemakers, as far as modern education is concerned, they're quite well educated. But not produce through this modern education is a sensible person, warm-hearted person. So therefore, now time comes, we have to make every effort for promotion of human compassion, human love. For that reason, female biologically more potential. Firstly, provide loves, affection to within their own family, then in the society. Through that way, in humanity, I think female should take more active role to promote these inner values. The scientists, now they found female biologically more sensitive about others' pains. Like that. So therefore, Dalai Lama, in case Dalai Lama institution still, because of the relevant, and keep, then maybe one female, I say, reincarnation can be. That's my reason.
Because there are many female leaders now. Germany, America is going to have a female president soon, and Taiwan too. So I want to ask Your Holiness about female quality. Maybe it's a time for the world, because female is more harmony, like you say, and maybe it's time for the female leaders to come, because we are going to have the female president too.
I feel, you see, I think present meeting in Rome, about over 150, yes, in Paris. I think most of them, I think 90%, I think male. Eventually, I think the major portion of the country's leader, female, maybe more peaceful, more safer. That's how I feel. And of course, some female exception.